Alright, I'm back. Alright, we're on hole number 10. Starting over again. So, hole number 1, 10. If I get that confused, it's just a round. Par 4. Okay, so we have this in our mind. We come back and look at it. We're having to use a extra mile and a firework ball because we don't have any other Power 4 balls. So 2 top spin up to the nubs in overpower. So I mean just enough overpower you can just start to see it shake because you're putting all of the right hand side spin on. Sometimes you have a tendency, all the right hand side spin and all the right hand curl. Sometimes when you put curl on, you have a tendency to pull up and actually be short shooting the ball. And so I want to be right up against, I won't be able to see the nubs from out there, so I want to be to the point where it's just shaking the needle, and that lets me know that I'm shooting a full power shot, not short shooting it. Because we definitely don't want to short shoot this one. Alright, firework ball and an extra mile. Here we go. About 37 minutes. I could wait, but I'm not going to. Hole number 10. Okay, we need to pick it up on the back. We have got to shoot a minus 17 on the back 9. So we have got to have the back 9 of all back 9s. I shot a minus 16 one time on the back 9. I shot a minus 12 on the front. Minus 13 was about the best that you could get unless you got something special. And I pretty much took myself, I was out of it. I missed one on the front. With the way that everybody was at the top, it was pretty tight. And then I shot a minus 16 on the back for a minus 28. I'm 1 by 1. So it's possible. I'm never going to give up hope. Okay. Max, 2 topspin. 2 in the titch. This headwind's a little more going forward. And right hand curl. Oh, hit it great on the outside. Woohoo, look how close that came. That is too close for comfort there. Woo! Dodged a big one. That would have, I could have made that shot from the sand though. Ben Hogan had a saying, do you know what 2 horrible shots and an awesome shot are? Eagle. That's what we need every time here on all these holes is eagle. Alright, we still got some work to do on this hole. We want to put a little backspin on it. Just 1. And aim it right towards the hole. We're so close that it's just going to be outside of the cup. Isn't it perfect? In the hole. That's what I'm talking about. Well, we just barely made it to the hole too. That almost came up short. Alright, we're starting off strong. There's a series of holes here where we've got go for hole in one, go for Albie, go for hole in one, go for Albie. So the next 4 holes, we have shots at picking up one. And so these next 4 holes are super critical. Okay, we're going to forfeit. Not yet. The last 3 holes we'll play the par 3s because we won't have any more par 3s. So until then, we're still trying to save our hole in ones. We got 1 hole in one on the front 9. Now we need to hole in one this hole again. Hole number 2. Alright, let's go just refamiliarize ourselves. Mentally prepare myself. Okay, we need a sniper. That's in bag number 2. We need a sniper. We're using a navigator. We're using a nav. Man, I wish I had a lower wind ball that I could pop in since we're on the back 9. But all my low wind balls in this account are 2 power instead of 1. Put me in a slightly different spot in my club. But the wind here's been yep, everything I have that's low wind is 2 power. So I think I'm going to stick with the nav. Okay, and it says we're going to use 2 topspin max. I think I need to erase that. It's max left hand side spin. Max left side spin, which on this club is only a little. So it's like 2.5. We're doing 1.2 on the wind. 2 topspin max left hand side spin, and then find the spot. And it looks like it is super long, but the ball's going up the hill and the greenskeepers mowed the grass, so we're hitting against the grain and slowing the ball down. Its elevation is what it is. That's why we're adding the 0.2 on. 2 topspin. I'm going to go first. Okay, so we're going to go 2 topspin, max left hand side spin, 2 topspin. Jeez. And we're going to pull it out of here to the point where it goes through the hole. To the right. Okay, we got a 2-5 headwind. We're doing 1-2, so there's 2-4. 2-4, just a titch. Hitting perfect. I think we were damn near out of time. My hole in one. Oh! Oh! That was that close to hole in one in that hole twice in a row. Oh, I am crying. Oh! Oh! That is brutal. That is brutal. Man. Ugh. You can tell in all these holes, I mean, it's just getting stuff like that to drop. You know, just being the one who's on that day. You got 100 people in your bracket. In these Masters, where everybody in here is a master player playing in the rookie tournament. Everybody's got the same kind of clubs. Everybody's got the same kind of balls. And it's the person out of that 100. And it's usually just one of them, and then there's 2 or 3 people that were almost just absolutely smoking hot that day. And that's how your round has to be absolutely spot on. And here we are. I mean, we're playing spot on, but we're having to pick up 2 shots in order to win because our opponent's at minus 31. That's tough. But we still have, I mean, that was the first. We had 4 holes here that we had serious shots of picking up one. And that was one of them. And that was brutally close. That was almost as bad as hole number 8. I almost hole in one that par 4. It was close. All right. That was a brutal beatdown right there. That looked like it was going to go in the hole, but it had just enough speed. I didn't want to get too excited yet. Oh. That is a heartbreaker. That was a hole. Oh. All right, take a deep breath. Forget about hole number 11. We're on hole number 12. Hole number 12. It's a big par 5 we're laying up out here. We're using a rock and a big dog and a Kingmaker X. So let's go to our bag. We're using a rock, a big dog, and we're having to use a fireworks ball because we don't have any Kingmaker X's here. We're using the Kingmaker X. I mean, the Kingmaker X helps us better because it drops the wind down by 1. But with the rock, the 4 power ball is getting us over, and we're not having to, we have some maneuverability room. We don't have to use any overpower. We're actually far enough up that we can use some, we're using backspin instead of any topspin. So, rock, big dog. Okay, so let's see, rock, big dog, Kingmaker X, 2 backspin. Okay, so on the rock we're using 1 backspin and 3 right-hand side spin. On the big dog we're using 2 backspin and max left side spin. And we're wedging it in, the orange on the sand, the blue on the rough. Alright, 1 backspin, 3 right-hand side spin. Alright, we're bringing our rock because we're just laying it up. The first shot is only important to set you up for an awesome second shot. And you want to make sure that whatever this first shot is, you can achieve it every single time you come here. So if you bring stuff that's not as accurate to land on this, if you roll off into the rough here and you don't end up in those rocks on the left hand side, you are in big trouble. You can, if you're about halfway up in the rough and you have a Nirvana, you can get over there and have a chip shot. It's a difficult shot. You got to do a max overpower, but it is a possible shot to get. So if you do screw up and you're in the middle, you still have a shot. Like, see where our opponent is? They hit that rough and then it just rolled them right down to the water. So let's see if I can help my opponent. So we want to make sure we're out here in the middle. We're using 1 backspin. We're going to take the wind out. That's 3-3. Hit it perfect. Just laying it up out there in the middle. That's all we want to do. Put that little bit of backspin on there. You see, you could tell when it hit that first bounce, you could tell it had backspin on it because it kind of, you could see where it kind of woed up and just kind of started moving in its forward, just bouncing along. Whereas if it had just a little bit of topspin on it, hits that first time, it hops forward. And then it consecutively hops forward on the next one. So when you get to the end, it tends to dribble off. And it drops off so fast here to the rough. I don't want to dribble off into the rough. And I have plenty of room with my big dog and this 4-power ball. So I can hit that short and still be in absolutely the same spot. So we're hitting with our big dog. And we're doing 2 backspin, maximum left-hand side spin. 2 backspin, maximum left-hand side spin. And then we're doing orange and blue. Orange and blue. And we're taking the wind out, and that's about 2.7 right there. It's 2.1 per ring. Isn't it perfect? I think it's going to end up going to the right. Yeah. Should have put just a little teeny bit of curl or moved it out on the orange ring just a little bit more. Well, we didn't have any more side spin, so our only choices were either put curl on it or adjust it. Move it closer to the sand. If you watch my videos on a regular basis, you'll notice that I don't talk about it all the time, but like when I set my ball up, I'm almost always a couple rings off, away from the sand or away from the transition between the fairway and the rough. I always give myself some maneuverability. Even when that is on the left or the right, I tend to always give myself a couple rings. So if I hit it great on the inside or the outside, I'm going to end up where I'm going to end up. I'm going to end up in a good spot. Eagle. Disappointed with an eagle. Oh, that's 2 of the 4 holes that we have a serious shot. So that means these next 2 holes we've got to absolutely nail, and the next one's a par 3 that we have, we have a shot at it where it's guaranteed that we're going to get a birdie. And I think during one-on-one play, if you use this shot, on average, you're going to be a little bit, if your opponent makes it over, you're going to lose about 50% of the time. But I think your opponent's not going to make it over about 25-30% of the time. So you're going to have a higher winning percentage, I think, one-on-one if you perfect this next shot. All right. We're at hole number 13. Let me just go there and look at it so I can get it straight. Okay, par 3, we're using a Guardian and a Quasar. We're not getting our shot that we're not getting enough side spin on it. We've been using a Navigator, so we're going to have a little more wind to deal with, and we're doing 1.5 per ring. Start off the green, wedge the blue, so we're on the blue rings. So we're doing a Guardian. My notes here. Guardian, Quasar. Guardian. Quasar. Now we're in the 1-power ball here. We're up towards the red line. I think we're mid club. That's our minimum club. That's why we're doing 1.5. Or mid club. We're mid club right now. So we'd be more towards minimum club if we popped up a 2-power ball. But our 2-power balls that one's 1 side spin. That one's 2 side spin. I'm just going to bring a Quasar. This one's not we'll just have to deal with it. It's not that high. Saturn, Guardian, Quasar. Alright, we need a hole-in-one here. Big time. Green wedge, blue rings. Blue rings. Blue ring on the green, blue ring on the rough. 1.5 wind. This shot's got so much stuff that you have to put into it that what it'll take to get a hole-in-one is just luck. On that particular shot, you could do everything exactly the same, and it'll take another 100 times through here before you get so maximum backspin. However much side spin I can get on. We're wedging our blue on the rough and the fringe. And we're doing 1.5 per ring, so there's 3 2/3. So it's 2 2/3 rings. We're doing max. And we hit it perfect. So you can get that close. You could move in a little bit closer, and I think we moved out too far. Even though we're hitting farther back, up here. We're still fishbowling. I think we need to move it either back a little bit farther or in a little bit closer so that we catch more of this hill. And we can get that close, but that's like a mile away from a hole-in-one. We're never going to get a hole-in-one with that shot. But if you were playing one-on-one, that shot's going to win you a lot of shootouts because most people are going to not have a backspin club, and they're going to have to start on those islands. When you're in one-on-one, you're going to have a lot more opportunities for headwind and stuff, and people are going to biff that shot. All right. I'm disappointed with that effort. I still have my main account to play, and I still haven't. I mean, sometimes I'm close on those, and sometimes I'm that far away. I tend to play a lot of one-on-one stuff with my Saturn because it's a better utility club than my Backbone. I love the Backbone for accurate shots, although I'm not as proficient with it as I am with my Hornet. It is still a more accurate club than the Saturn, but I'm not sure if I sink any more with it than I do my Saturn. But I play with my Saturn a lot because it's a great utility club to bring the holes. You know, if you find yourself out there in one-on-one play, you hardly can't go wrong with the Saturn. If you went wrong with the Saturn, it's because you did something really bad before that. Now you're asking more of that club than what it... All right, we're on hole number 14. This is a par 5. Hole number 14. Let's get that in our head. Make sure we know what it looks like. All right, we're laying up out here. We're using our rock and a sniper and a Kingmaker. Rock, sniper, Kingmaker. That's all we should need. Okay, rock, sniper, Kingmaker. On this rock, we're using max left-hand side spin, 1 backspin. And we're taking the wind out on both these shots. That's why we're bringing the Kingmaker, because we're trying to cut that wind down. Because we're going for albatross here. We're a serious albatross. And we're using a sniper, and we're doing 10% extra wind, so we're doing 1.1 per ring. And the ball guide can be a touch long. All right. It's just I'm sitting there talking and I want to make sure. Sometimes you're filming this and you think, I already did that, but you did that the last time around. That is the cool thing about the 2-bags is you got kind of a, multi-setup stuff. If you make sure when you're playing in a tournament that you keep it, if you accidentally bring the wrong one, you'll have the other setup and the other one or something very similar to it. It may not give you the perfect second shot you were looking for, but it'll give you that same second shot. You may just have brought the wrong club. I like it how they try and fool you by going straight. Okay, we're using max and 1 backspin. We're taking the wind out. That's a 2-2 adjustment. We're trying to get it to go back into the fairway. Getting it perfect. That's about as close as we want to get. Anything over 310, I mean, if it doesn't, anything over 300, you're fine, but if you're over 310, I wouldn't really want to be any closer than that. I think the farthest I've gotten up there is 316. I mean, I don't really want to push that issue. If you find yourself in the rough up there even one time, it would be better to put on 1.5 backspin and end up at 300 and have to put, instead of 1 topspin, maybe 2 topspin. Okay, we're doing 1.1 on our ring adjustment. Now, you don't want to end up there. This is every bit of your wood. Okay, 2-8. That's a 2-2. That's 3-3. I'm gonna go about right there. No, I hit it great to the right. Dang it! Let's hope I over-adjusted. Just a little to the right. Oh. I think if I'd hit that perfect though, it would have missed it just a little bit on the other side. I think I didn't take out quite enough wind. But we will never know because I hit it great. Oh! We had 4 holes right there to try and pick up a shot, and we damn near hole in 1-3 hit the pole and bounced off, bounced in and out, and we've been super close on every one of these holes. I mean, that far away or less. If these last 4 holes would have been shootouts, we would have won all 4 of them, hands down. There was 4 golden shots right there to get it, and one of them, man, that would have been nice to go into these last 4 holes with only needing to pick up 1, because there's need an eagle, so there's 3 more chances to pick up 2 now, because this next one, it'll be everything we can do just to get eagle. We dropped this one on the front. That's why we had to utilize the one we were up already. So we've got to pick our game up on this. we were hitting this hole perfect in qualifying and in the practice, in practice sessions and in the qualifying, we hammered this hole. And then here just recently, like the last 4 times I played it, I've done the same kind of stuff and ended up in the sand out here. So we're making a bad wind adjustment and ended up too far out here. But this is going to be a extra mile in a snow globe. Extra mile in a snow globe. And a rapier. Alright, let's read my note here. Snow globe, rapier. Half the ring past the sand. Max top spin, 4.5 left side spin. Alright, here we go. Max top spin. 4.5. I want to go right in that area. I want to go right there. So I got a 4-1 wind. That's about that. We're going to put that power back in it. Go over just a titch. Hit it perfect. Come on, baby. We're a little farther out. Oh, too far out. Alright, we're up there where we got a pitch though. We got a shot at this. We missed this on the first one. I mean, it was perfect distance. We had our rapier. We did a 1-7 wind adjustment, and we made a wrong pull. I don't think we made the wrong pull. There must be an elevation change here. I'd rather be where I'm at than where my opponent's at. That's where I've been ending up, is out here in the sand, but closer up towards the lip, and haven't liked that at all. So there's my max rapier. So we're right at max. I'll put 1 backspin on it just to flatten it out to get it to go in the hole. We're at 1-7, so there's 5-1. So we're gonna do 5-5. Hitting it perfect. It's got a serious shot of going in the hole. Come on, come on. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we needed right there. Whew, that will work. Yes, sir. Maintain that score. That means we got the last 3 holes. If we can pick up 2 shots on the last 3 holes, we got a hole-in-one shot. We got 2 hole-in-one shots back to back, and the second one is an albatross. It's a hole-in-one on a par 4, and we missed it last time by inches. It would have been like a .25. So we got an albatross shot on the last hole. It's not the best albatross shot in the world, but we have one. And if we can pick one up on hole number 7 and hole number 8, we are going to bring out the big stuff on hole number 9 and go for the albatross, because I'd rather come in 6th and knew I went for it than come in 2nd because I was a wimp. The shots that we already have in our bag are already set up for hole-in-one albatross on hole number 8, and there's a way to give ourselves a better shot on Albie on 9. We're going to take it. Hole number 16. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still got some golf to play. Okay, hole number 16. Saturn Katana. Orange ring on rough. Okay, Katana's got 2. Katana's got 3 side spin. And we don't have any low wind balls in this account that have 3 side spin. Turkey ball, 1 side spin. 1 side spin. This has 3 side spin. I don't know if we can get away with it. We're using a 2 power ball right now. We're right up against the red line, so there ain't no way we're going to get away with a 0 power ball. Not unless we were hitting from the island. And we're not going to change our game that drastically on the last time round. Okay, this gives us the same. No, we're losing side spin on the Katana. Gives us the same power. But the side spin is what's critical in this shot. Those are bigger power balls. Rival ball, I think, is a bigger power ball. It's a Kingmaker in disguise, and those are definitely bigger power balls. So I think our only shot, our only hope, Obi-Wan, is a Katana. So we're using a Saturn and a Katana. Saturn, Katana. Hey, get off there. Hole number 16. Let's go back and look at it one more time. Hole number 16. Saturn, Katana, orange ring on rough, half the clear ring on the fringe. Half orange and clear. Orange and clear. And we want to make sure we put all of that backspin on this time. All of the backspin. However much of that side spin we can get on there. We're going to do the orange ring and the clear ring. Orange ring, clear ring about halfway. We're going to take out the wind. There's 4. There's 4, 3. We're going to do maximum curl. Hitting great on the outside. We're dialing that in. We're getting closer. That was great on the outside. We would have been a little in from that. So if we'd hit that perfect, that wouldn't have been too bad a shot. But it wouldn't have been any better than that. It would have been worse. Great on the outside and ended up there if we did it perfect. Never know where it's going to land in that hill, but it's definitely a shot you want to try and hit perfect. But we're dialing it in. We're getting closer. When we first started, we weren't near that close, so we're finding a spot out there. I think on my main account I'll play the orange ring and maybe 3/4 of the clear ring. You can't. I'm not going to make any adjustments unless I hit perfect. That's the deal. I can make adjustments on that putt because I hit it perfect. Excuse me. I woke you up. All right. That was a hole-in-one shot. So we are literally down to the point where we're going to have to get what amounts to an albatross, a hole-in-one on this par 4 and an albatross on the last hole in order to win this tournament, because a -30 is not going to get it done. As good as that round might be, that's not going to get it done. Alright, we're on hole number 17. Hole number 17, hole-in-one here, ready. Extra mile. Extra mile. Firework ball. We're doing 1 and a titch backspin and maximum left-hand side spin. And I mean, we were dead on line and just a little bit short last time. 1 and a titch of backspin. Alright, here we go. Alright, we need the hole-in-one right here. If we want any shot at winning, we have to get this hole-in-one. Otherwise, we're going to go into the last hole knowing that we're going to be in, you know, if we shot a 31, we could be in a legitimate second, outright second. So this hole and the next hole, even if we don't pick them both up, either one of them will get us a guaranteed second place. So, but we got 2 holes left, and we've got to be spectacular on both holes, and we can win this tournament. But it'll take both of them. We need a hole-in-one right here. I've only gotten 1 hole-in-one on a par 4, and it would be awesome to get one right now in this tournament. I can't remember which hole it is, but I've got it recorded. So maximum left hand and 1 and a titch. 1.5. I'll hit it great to the right. And it's still just a little short of the hole, even with the 1 and a titch. It's more towards 1.5. That was more than what I was expecting to put on for a titch. A titch would be a quarter. Just so you can see the line below it. You can see that it's grabbing some of it. Our opponent hit perfect. Let's see how they did. Looks like they have the right stuff. Not close to a hole-in-one. Yep, if that was a shootout hole, the last 5 or 6 times I played it, I would be winning lots and lots of shootouts. I've been that closer. Oh, that's brutal. That was a golden opportunity miss. So I mean, if we want to be in the top 3, because I think we're going to be in 4th. We're going to be in 3rd, but there were still a bunch of people that hadn't played yet, so I haven't really looked. I haven't been paying attention as we go through where I'm at. You guys probably know because it's been going through the deal, but I haven't really been paying attention. Alright, I'm in 4th right now. So this guy right here that's in 3rd had a 29 and a 12, and I had a 29 and a 13, so I would have tiebreakers on him. I'd be in 3rd if I eagle this out. If I can albatross it, the guy in 1st has got tiebreakers, 29 and a 14. He's got that 14, and so I'd be in 2nd. Outright 2nd. So we have to play. I got to play this aggressive. I got to play this with this account. I'm on the last hole. You know, it's all going to boil down to. It's all going to boil down to where I'm at with my main account. But since I'm at the end of the tournament, I have a shot at going for a legitimate second. I gotta go for that shot. So when I talk about drivers, I've got all the drivers available to me here. My Apocalypse has got 64. Let's get a ball guide, more accurate. 234 and 64. .234, 67, better ball guide. And the Thor's Hammer's a more accurate club. It's at 1.7 per ring. I'm going to bring my Thor's Hammer. It's got good distance. It's got extra mile distance. It's 4 yards short, but it's got the same topspin, so it's just, it's got extra mile distance. But better accuracy. 1.7 per ring. And then for a ball, I want to bring a ball that cuts the wind down and gives me a good shot at the second one. So I mean, this is actually, if I ring that, I don't know that I need any more than like a 2 power ball. Might be able to do this with a turkey. You do need a little side spin on that second shot though, but if you're close enough with your, I have 2 side spin. I've been shooting it with a Titan. And that second shot's where the power will come in, because it puts you more in your sniper range. I mean, really the ball to use here is the Mummy ball. Gives me the same power what I've been doing, but it's on the second shot. Get you more out there, but we don't have the side spin on that ball. But if you're closer, I'm going to bring a hat trick ball. Because we're laying up with our club. So I mean, we've played a practice round, 2 practice rounds, 2 qualifying rounds, 2 opening rounds, and this final round, and I still haven't figured out exactly what I'm going to do on hole number 9. I'm having to work it out as I get there. But we need to be aggressive here, so we want to get up in the front, and because we're taking that effort, we're going to bring our sniper with us. We're bringing a hat trick ball, because it's got 2 sides, 2, 2, 4. 214, 215, 215. We've been doing it with the 2 on this, so we should be able to get it done. Hat trick ball. Make sure I got my clubs. Thor's Hammer, Sniper. Alright, we need an albatross right here. We're on the last hole. I mean, why does it always boil down to this? It's the last hole. We have shot an awesome round. We are at minus 28. We get the eagle on the last hole. We're at minus 30, and we're needing to pick up. We needed to pick up 2 in order to win. Now we're trying to pick up 1 just to come in second. And that wind's going pretty much straight down the chute. Oh, hit it great to the right. I think this club's long enough that it can hit out, and it's accurate enough that it can hit up there. Alright, where are we at with our rock? We're on on the inside, on this side of the shadow here. So that shadow, so we're about right in this area right here. So we're past that shadow, and what that puts us back here with our big dog is up here at the top. So I think we're far enough up that we may have a little bit longer shot with our sniper than what I'd like, because we brought a 2-power ball, but I think we're going to have a pretty decent shot and we're going to have to just make the adjustment on this shot as we do it, because we haven't practiced this, so we don't know what will happen in this spot of the green. Okay, so we're at max club. I'm going to come down just a little, give ourselves a little maneuverability. And what we want to do is curl that sucker around over back to the hole. Oh, we hit it great on the inside. But this shot is so, who knows where it's going to end up. But it ended up short and great to the inside. That was a horrible attempt at albatross, but I've been laying up on that hole, so I haven't really shot. I've been using my big dog. Probably would have had a higher percentage chance just because I've been practicing that shot if I'd have just stuck with the big dog and used the QB. That's what I'll have to do on my main account, because I don't have the Thor's hammer option, and the QB's got more topspin than my rock. And so, even though my rock's got a little more distance, my QB's got 25-30 more topspin. Disappointed because I didn't get an albatross. I'm going to keep it all in perspective. If I can make this putt, a minus 30 is absolutely nothing to hang your head. But I had a minus 31 going, and I dropped 6. So I was giving myself a shot pretty early. Hitting perfect in the hole. Eagle. Minus 30. I'm not sure that that'll hold for third. I think this is going to be another one of those mini tournaments that I've come in fourth. I have a lot of top 10s. I wish they'd go back and take all of the... I think maybe they have gone back and taken all of the tournaments that we've been top 10 in and changed the banner. Should have had a top 10 in the fall major. There was a game glitch. I'm going to go ahead and play this. It's the last hole. And I've almost sank this twice, so it's 2 topspin. And 2 topspin, about 2.5. And we're going to pull it up here until we find the spot that's going where the ball guide rolls through the hole. And it looks like it's a mile long. 1.7. We're playing this at 1.2 per ring, so it's about just a titch over a ring and a half. And we just need to hit it perfect. And we hit it great to the left. 1 ring. And that ball was long. It hasn't been doing that in the tournament where you put that ball guide past there, and even though it looks like it's going to go a mile, it's been going up that hill. It's a bowl, and it's steeper on the backside. It's steeper over in this area right here. In one of the qualifying rounds, I came to this hole right here, and I got on the green, and then I missed the putt on purpose so that because I was forfeiting, and I was just wanting to play out the whole round. Well, my opponent intentionally missed his putt, so then I intentionally missed my next putt, and they were doing the same thing. They were trying to have a practice round, and they didn't want to worry about accidentally qualifying, so they missed their putt. An hour later, I finally had something that I absolutely had to go do, and so I made the putt, and he was very upset, but we had like minus 31. So then I played super aggressive for the rest and ended up, playing pretty decent. I would have qualified if I hadn't had that happen, but it was my score was like minus 26 when it was all said and done. All right, that was the Christmas Links tournament. We're in third place with a minus 30. Man, that's brutal. But I mean, this is the competition in these brackets. This person's got 4,094 trophies. I can tell you that they played in a bunch of Masters tournaments. So that gold banner that they have right now used to be a Masters. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to play in the Masters tournament. So this person has all the same clubs as me, all the same gear, can pop out the big stuff. This person here, right now, they've got a blue banner. They've only played in rookie and pro tournaments, but this person at some point was a master. They got to master. They've won 10 billion coins. So this is an account that they play every other week. They play it one week and they go up a division, and then they don't play the next week and they drop back down, and then they play a week and they go up a division. So they're playing in pro and rookie. You can see where they got all their banners, pro and rookie. I played in the 1 year Masters tournament. What happened was I played in that 1 year's Masters tournament, and right after that I had to go to work, and I work on the road like 14, 16-hour days, 6 to 7 days a week, and so I just didn't have time to practice enough to be able to play in those upper tournaments, but I still had time to have fun. I needed to stop and have fun, and so I was just playing in the rookie tournaments with my other account, and I actually didn't hardly even play with this. And I had so much fun in the rookie tournaments just because I didn't have to practice as much, and it didn't cost me as much, that I just, when I got done working here a month or so ago, stayed in rookie. So this guy got all those expert tournaments. Okay, who can catch up to us? How many people have played? See if the top 50 have played. Okay, here's somebody at 26. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. They can shoot a 28 free and clear. They'd have to get something special to shoot anything higher. So it'll take better than a 23. It'll take a 18. So we've got a bunch of people down here that haven't played yet. I mean, starting pretty early in the 20s, mid-20s, 25 down, we're starting to get to players that haven't played. So 75 people still haven't played in this. So we have no idea where we're going to end up. But Enzo popped on and capped out a 31. That missed opportunity on number 6, that would have been 31. That would have been a clear second. That gave me some breathing room too, because I doubt that there's going to be very many people that shoot a 31. 6 was pivotal. We picked that shot up on 2 and then lost it on 6. But we played the back 9 absolutely clean. We got everything we were supposed to get on the back 9. We didn't make any slight errors that we made. If we didn't put ourselves in the optimal position, we capitalized and hammered our second shot. All right, that was the Christmas Links tournament, the final round in the rookie division. This is in the Masters, in one of the Masters brackets, and I shot a minus 30 for possibly third. Thanks for watching.